I would like to ask you about a few questions about creative problem solving. The first question is, can you tell me how do you use your creativity to solve the open-end mathematical problem? Your creativity, like scalpers, how do you use?
Because after so many example problems, so we actually can know some of the scalper we always use. For me, I always use substitute and adapt, and also substitute and adapt is the most common method I use, the scalper I use, because substitute you try and error. So we try to try the thing that is it work or not. And for the adapt is, for example, we see example from the internet, and we have the reference and we adapt it to our problems. So that's two common scalper I use.
So anything you want to add about your creativity? Do you think creativity, what kind of creativity you use?
What kind of creativity?
You use to solve all this kind of problem?
For me, I still refer to other people's ideas, but we can make changes from other people's ideas, and that's how we innovate and become more creative.
Okay. So second question, strategy use. Can you tell me how do you use your strategy to solve the open-end mathematical problem?
Okay, for strategy, right? Yes, we always use the strategy tool with drawing a picture, because visualization is very important. Because we really hard to imagine the problems if we don't draw it out. And we'll use the strategy 11, which solve a simpler problem. So maybe we start from a simpler problem. For example, the orange is
packing.
The packing. So maybe we need to pack the orange first. Then only we figure out where the package want to put inside the factory. So we solve from simple problem first.
So do you think the strategy used and the scalpers are related? Both of them?
Somehow related. A little bit of connection. For example, like sometimes substitute, right? Is
try and error.
Try and error. The strategy 9 is quite similar, and also strategy 16 with adapt, because pattern, right? We look for the common patterns in the real world and we adapt it according to our creativity.
So anything you want to add about your strategy use? Do you think it help you, strategy?
Strategy help?
To solve the problem?
Yes, at least we know when we solve a problem, we know we need to use this strategy to really solve the problem. It's easier.
And the creativity scalpers also. Scalpers, is it heavy also? Scalpers.
Scalpers, I think also need to depends on the problems. Some are suitable for some problems, some are not.
Okay. So about the stages, the first one is the problem definition. Can you tell me how do you find all the unknown information or delta in the problem? The first stage, right? How do you do it?
For example, we understand the question first. So normally we'll need to define what is the needs of the question. For example, we got parking lot. So is it the parking lot want the maximum number of car, or is it want to be a convenient parking lot? So we need to really define the needs or the problem first. And for example, if we decided define the problem is the maximum number of car to design a parking lot for a maximum number of car. So our unknown is the maximum number and also the design area of the parking lot.
Okay.
So that's how we need to define the needs first and the real problem before we determine the unknown.
Okay. So the second stage, idea generation. Can you tell me how do you come up with all the ideas?
Like I said, adapt. We try to search online, and maybe based on the conversation also, and the early ideas, and also some ideas on the existing idea lah. So we adapt with creativity. Yes.
Okay. So the third stage, can you tell me the criteria that you use to select for your idea?
Criteria. Normally.
What kind of criteria you use?
For so many problems, I think there's a common idea for me.
Criteria.
Yeah. I mean, common criteria normally in my ideas. I think will be simple, time-saving, like efficiency and practical.
Okay.
It's more to can be used. The things is realistic and can really solve the problem.
Okay.
Not very creative in beautiful design lah. Yeah.
Not aesthetic.
Not aesthetic.
Okay.
More to time-saving, fast, simple, and efficient.
Okay. So the next stage, idea judgment. Can you tell me how do you select the best idea to solve the problem?
Okay, we'll compare to each other first because we have three of us have different ideas, and we see how the which idea fulfill the most important criteria in the problem. So we will choose the best idea lah. But sometimes we also combine the ideas so that all the ideas can fulfill all the criteria we want in the problem.
So you discuss in a group.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next one, the last stage, the solution implementation. Can you tell me how do you carry out all the plans?
Carry out all
the plans step by step. How do you carry out? The last step.
The last. So how we carry out? Start with problem
definition. Yes.
And then we list out the unknowns you want to. Then we idea generation, brainstorming, and then we have group discussion to evaluate. To evaluate the ideas, and then to see whether it fulfill all the criteria. And then we decide the best idea. And after deciding the best idea, we really check again. Is the idea really to clarification of the idea why we choose this idea?
Okay.
That's the long process of choosing idea.
Okay, and then do you think you use both type thinking, divergent thinking and convergent thinking in all the stages, from stage 1 to stage 5?
I think based on the every problems we always fill in. I think we somehow apply it. Yeah.
So do you think you improve your strategy and skills after you learn this type of problem, solving this type of problem?
Because usually last time when we solve a problem, we will just I need to solve this problem, but actually we don't know what strategy or scamper we use. Maybe with this guideline, people can see, I always have strength in using this scamper, this strategy. But some problem we still need some other strategy or scamper. So maybe in future purpose, the people can, for the society, they can use this guideline to see, these my weaknesses. I don't know how to, for example, I don't know how to produce an aesthetic design. I have a guideline to really see my weaknesses with the strategy or scamper use. Yes, because here it has a guideline already.
Okay. Okay, any question at all?
No lah. So,
Okay, thank you.